start off by. Okay, you ready? Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our first 5 things.
Extravaganza.
Yes.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Simon.
And Scooby and Scrappy are around.
Well, there
you
you
might
go.
see them. There's
Yes.
Scrappy. I don't know where Scooby is.
I think Scoob's in the van.
Yeah.
We're in Spain.
Yep.
Just
East of Huelva. A place, I can't remember the name of the place. But as you can see, we're sitting, I don't know whether you can see the sea behind us.
we sit on the cliff, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
No one around. Although just we were about to start filming, someone pulled in with a car, saw us, and then pulled out again very quickly. So
we've been down to the beach. We've been out in the sun all day. Well, most of the day. After we've been shopping.
With suntan lotion for me, not them.
We've been shopping and we managed to locate.
I've got something on my chin.
No, a summer quilt. Where did you manage to find that, sir?
Aldi. I'd seen it on a website.
I have another guess.
Lidl.
We've been to
4
both.
Lidls.
We've been to both.
Yeah,
today.
and we went to a couple of Lidls because the reason we originally came over to Spain when we did was because it looked like that. Oh, you can't see my eyes because of my glasses. It's because the sun's over there. Excuse me. I'm going to put them back on in a minute. We went over to Spain anyway. When we did, we were kind of on the way, but we decided we were going to go because it seemed that Little España had these summer quilts for sale. So I thought we'll go to Little España. So we kind of hopped it across the border to the nearest Lidl, and it didn't have one. And then we hopped it to the next Lidl, it didn't have one. And so we went to Aldi today and it didn't have one. So we kind of just on a spur of a moment went to Lidl, and they had one. Very, very happy. We thought they were reduced. Me and another man in the queue decided it was 20 euros, not 25. Cool. But we got it wrong. That was for the small one, so it was 25 euros. Anyway, so this is our first 5 things, and Simon.
Before we do that, we've watched the video back from the Friday. It was a Friday broadcast, wasn't it?
Friday broadcast.
Our Friday broadcast.
No, it wasn't. It was when we went to Pago de Inferno. Which was only a couple of days ago actually,
yes,
so it wasn't a Friday.
And we started to tell you about the legend and got sidetracked completely.
Yeah. I remember Pago de Inferno was the place that we went and had a dive. And
a swim.
A swim. And it was beautiful, and we met the lovely
Taliso.
Tamara from Austria. Hi, Tamara.
This is Taliso.
I know, but her name's Tamara.
Right. Okay.
So, and we forgot. So I started telling you about the legend and what it means. What's she doing?
She's stalking Scuba.
God. And what it means if there's a legend about it, and it's And I was about to say the legend, and we got sidetracked. So just before we do, here's a picture to remind you.
Right, okay, so now we're on to our first of our 5 things, and this one we've chosen is 5 things that we do in a van that we don't do at home. Oh,
yeah, I don't know whether you could see that, but the dog...
They just had a maddie.
Yeah, the dogs just ran around in circles for a bit. So yeah, 5 things we do in the van that we don't do at home. The first thing is, and you may be shocked to hear this, and this, maybe just us, but in the van, we make the bed every day.
At home, we get up, get dressed, and we don't go back into the bedroom until it's time to go to bed, really, do we?
Yeah.
So the bed never gets made, ever, except when we change it.
Yeah. So why do we do it here, Simon?
Because we've got that much stuff, the sort of the bed is a bit of a storage on top of the bed, isn't it? The coats.
For the cushions, particularly, even
gosh.
when we're not going anywhere. The cushions.
If you bump into us and you need a cushion,
Ask.
let us know.
You can have a cushion.
Yeah, we
bought too many cushions. So actually, it always falls down to me to make the bed. I don't know why, but it does. It's like kind of one of my jobs that I do in the morning. And it takes 2 minutes. And I do wonder why I don't do it at home. But I just don't see the point, really. So, yeah. So that's the first thing that we do.
Yeah, make the bed.
You make the bed. Okay, so the second thing is... And these are all kind of a
practical nature.
They're a practical nature. The second one is we dry up as soon as we wash up, and we do wash up every day.
And again, I think that's just because there's so limited a space that we haven't got anywhere to. I suppose
we've got no drainage board, have
well,
we?
I'm sure that we could rig something up, but
then we wouldn't be able to have a cup of tea.
Well, that's it. It's a case of it gets washed, gets dried, and it goes away.
Yeah, and what we do is we do the washing up in the morning after breakfast. So.
Yeah, so we do 2 lots of washing up at once, and that's generally.
Yeah. So we do the washing up from tea. We tend not to really eat lunch or just have something small. So just for breakfast and tea, we wash it up in the morning, so we're ready for the day. So that's another thing that we don't do at home. Also, we've got a dryer at home. Just in case you don't know, I've got a house in Manchester. I know we're married, but it's my house. I've got it before we met. Yeah, so it's my house. It's my house, so I just remember that. Okay, the third thing that we do is we think about our use of...
Well, I think about our use of everything, but Sarah specifically thinks it's water. Yeah, I consider the electricity as well. I'm paranoid about checking it out, although we've never come anywhere near ever
running out of solar power. So, back to the point, number 3 is water. Water is something that at home you just turn the tap on and it's there, and there's an endless supply of it. So I think there's 2 issues with water here. Firstly is there isn't an endless supply of it. We've got 2 20-litre tanks of water, and we've got a 10-litre kind of spare tank, if you like, and we have to fill that up. Well, we don't do it very often, do we, really? We only once got through more than one.
Yeah, we don't.
But that's because Simon doesn't wash. Once a week is enough for him, apparently.
Well, if you're dirty, you obviously need to wash more than that, but I'm not, so once a week's fine. And I think that's overdoing it a bit.
I won't tell you what we have most arguments about. Suffice to say, I bought 2 weeks' worth of knickers with me. Simon bought 3 days' worth.
No, I've got about 10 pairs of underpants, and I reckon that's a good 3 months worth. That.
It's not kidding either. So yeah, and it's also with wastewater. We've got a very small wastewater tank, and the problem is if you're washing up and you let the water run and it fills up, then you have to empty it, and that's a hassle. Si's a bit more obsessed with it than I am. I think it's quite easy, but anyway. But also, it's just kind of, it's one of those things that we think, well, we're here, water's a scarce commodity. I mean, it isn't. The amount of rain
that we've
seen has hit our van. I swear we could have, captured enough for the rest of our lives, really, in it. So we think about water quite a lot. We also think about staying by water, because I don't know, you may or may not have noticed that most of the photos we take are either by, the sea, or by a lake, or a kind of an inlet or a lagoon. Stayed on 2 lagoons. So it's something that's quite high in our minds. I think we both realise that we both like being near water. problem living in Manchester.
Well, there's loads of water in Manchester. It just
Yeah,
comes
it's
out of the sky.
Yeah, not the great. In fact, we met somebody from. I said we met the lovely. I've forgotten her name.
Tamara.
Tamara, sorry, Tamara, from Austria. And she asked us where we came from. And we told her that we came from Manchester.
I'm going to have to get the dogs.
Yeah, we're going to have to put this on hot hold. Scrappy! So we were just interrupted there by somebody. How dare they coming and parking in our space?
Yeah, space.
In walking their dogs. And they were Spanish as well. How dare they in Spain? Anyway, so number 4 then.
No, 4.
4.
Oh, 4. Yeah. We clean up every day. And again, I think that's just through necessity.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking...
and where we've been.
Like the beach.
The beaches, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's constant
Everything gets sand everywhere. But I also think there's a thing that because we're living in a small van, everything's very immediate. So, you know, at home, and you know, my friends and people will tell you that I'm not really one to worry about, you know, I've got better things to do than clean up, even if it's just sit there scratching my nose, really. Housework isn't something that I see as a priority. But, you know, you can walk into the kitchen and think, oh, I need to do the washing up, and walk out again. Whereas here, the washing up's there in front of you. And, I mean, I do know some people who go and put it in front of the van so they can't see it and things like that, but we don't do that. So we sweep the floor, you know, we do all the kind of washing up and...
And it was someone's story yesterday on Instagram was someone piles in and gives them a lot.
Yeah, burgles them in the night and gives them a load of washing.
Watch a load of washing. Yeah, we're a bit like that.
Yeah. I mean, talking about cleaning up and stuff, and this is a kind of a bugbear of mine at the moment. Wherever we go, I get a plastic bin bag, a black plastic bin bag, and clear up all the rubbish around. And I don't know what it is, but people think that it's okay, and this is... There's these campers in, you know, who look like, you know, ordinary, everyday, nice camper van life people in a van. And, you know, waved to them as they left. We kind of wandered up to where they'd been staying, thinking they might want to stay there.
Yeah, because it's a bit of a better spot than we were.
And there was loads of used toilet roll everywhere. People.
Yeah, pick it
Come
up.
on, pick
Take
it up.
With you.
It's disgusting. Really.
Right.
You might see
actually, that brings us on to our next bit.
Yeah, on Matta's toilet. Although we're at home, we're not the sort of people who shut the doors when we go to the toilet or have a bath or anything like that. We're also not in the habit of sitting watching each other poo. Now, you know, people say poo with a view. It's two things, really.
It's a poo with being viewed.
Yeah. By your partner or whoever it is in the van, and, you know, whoever you want. But also viewing someone pooing.
But there's no way around. Well, we've not got a way around it.
We could always leave the van when the other person's doing it.
But we weren't, and I still don't think we're prepared to lose that space to actually have a separate room for the toilet.
No.
We don't see it as a necessity.
No, I think people are coming back now.
Okay.
What do? Do we just carry on? Well, that's our 5 things, really, and we don't have... yeah, and people wanted to see the dogs. Unfortunately, we put the dogs away. We'll show you that picture of Pego and Inferno, and glad we got around to telling you the legend. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye. Ta-ra now!